like when Paul was saying about Star Trek, how they teleport. It also kind of reminded me of like the movie Stargate. How all their atoms break up, and they gotta have point A, gotta have a point B though. You gotta have the same thing on the other side. So
they say that's the real thing, Jay. No, that's funny. They say that's a real thing. Stargate is a real thing.
I wouldn't doubt it. Because like I said,
I heard that too.
Yeah, I guarantee you that we all like just walking around in the world today that we walk past a cloned human. I believe that they're out there, like making a clone human and just putting them out in society, see how they react.
100%. Yeah, I think so. You know what? That's real.
Yeah, because they did it with Dolly the goat or whatever, the sheep or years ago.
So we already, if that's been public knowledge, the private sector had already cloned everything, right?
Yeah. I got this new guy at work. He's been there a month. I don't know. You guys might know more about this stuff, but he listens to all these podcasts. I don't know the guys' names, but they believe that it's pretty much like we live in the world like the Matrix.
Simulation. They keep saying the simulation, and this is
He believes that everything's a simulation. He loses me on that. But
those are called conspiracy theorists, and they're also the ones that believe in the firmament. We're in this dome, and everything's flat.
He's got something with the number 32, and then he has a phoenix everywhere. There's phoenixes everywhere, and he's always posting stuff on his Instagram, but. When he first started working there with us, he started kind of spouting a lot, but I was like, hey, you're going to have to tone it down because we're at work. But he lost me on the stars in the sky and the sun's a simulation. I mean, I would love to, trust me, I would love to.
Learn to drive,
like the Matrix, like the movies. God damn, I would love to see something like that, but I don't think that. I think he kind of losing me on that. Like, I'm with him on the moon landing was fake. I believe that, but
everybody had real one and fake was. But back to what your boy was saying, as far as the simulation, like there have been whistleblowers. I will quote Matthew Brown, dude that's out now with the constellation theory. He's a whistleblower, testified. But what he was saying was that it wasn't that simple. But he said the elite do have alien technology. He said, he hate to tell you, but, it is altered reality. And he's saying that, but he said, hey, look, and he didn't say this like, I'm a religious guy. He said, hey, but God is real. He said, I could tell you a lot of things, and it all sounds weird, but I can't tell you that. So it left like a little crack, but he did say, man, that it's elite. But then, what about that priest, St. Pregis? It was a priest that was a Jesuit who said, hey, look, man, I think that a demiurge, a demigod that was jealous of the real God made this world. Why would we be suffering like this if this is a real? So he just disavowed this whole thing and said this is a fake world, with under something like that. But anyway, how do you look at it?
Yeah, this guy too. Also on the weekends, he's always he's going on a. Let's say a mushroom trip every weekend and an acid trip. So that's where I think a lot of this stuff comes from.
Yeah.
If
go ahead.
No, go ahead, Steve.
I was just going to say, there's this guy, Barry Strepp, that I listen to, just so I know what some of the conspiracy theory is out there now. And he does little clips of all these conspiracy theories and then kind of puts his 2 cents worth in on, that's plausible. He does both sides of the coin and then kind of tells you, that what he believes, but he kind of lets you make your own thing. But that's the only reason I know about the majority of these conspiracy theories. Sorry, Paul, go for it. Yes, my dear.
The only thing I was going to say is there's some remote viewers that are extraordinary in their viewing. I mean, they can go and remote view something in France, and they'll be in Wisconsin. And some of the remote viewers, like Ingo Swann, Joseph McEagle, Pat Price, Courtney Brown, they all work for the CIA, and they did the Stargate project. And if the CIA believes it, I'm tending to believe it myself. I mean, and also too, that Pat Price guy was able to pick up on a black pyramid in Alaska. Now they're saying there is a black pyramid underground in Alaska. And how would you know that?
Oh, wow.
And he got that from.
I remember hearing that years ago.
That one Alien movie started, Alien vs. Predator.
Yeah.
Don't open up some stuff.
Well, Linda Moulton Howard said about Antarctica, she interviewed some guy with the shadow, and credit to her, he was saying that they went up, they did find a pyramid, but he said the doors to this structure were like, he said thick, it looked like they weighed about 40, 50 tons, but you could just touch them with your finger, and they open, and he said when you go inside, it was warm, a constant temperature like 70, and he said that there were these symbols all around the wall, these green lights. It was pretty interesting.
Hey, I gotta tell you guys something. Okay, as a paranormal investigator, I've been like on 2,500 investigations. I had a psychic, and I can't mention her name, but I had a psychic that she actually remote viewed in Bulgaria. She never has been to Bulgaria. Okay, so when she told me the story, I said, okay, can I write an article about this? She goes, yeah, just leave my name out of it. So I wrote this article and everything else, and everything that she described in Bulgaria, I placed into the article. Well, it got published, and a guy, it was a news reporter in Bulgaria, who said that the article was correct, that what she said that she saw in Bulgaria, was accurate. They were almost on the brink of flying her to Bulgaria, to this village that she had described. And that article, I have it posted somewhere. And yeah, she was accurate. They almost gave her a free trip to Bulgaria. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
so I definitely believe it.
I've got a question for all you guys. All right. So I know that when I was younger, I was able to do out-of-body experiences. I would fly around my neighborhood and stuff back when I was younger. So do you attribute it like remote viewing? Because the way I see remote viewing is like you are actually going there, like an out-of-body experience type thing.
Well,
or do you guys?
Yeah, wait, Staci, I'm sorry. Yeah, the psychic that I was talking about, she said that Bulgaria came to her like a vision, like she
Okay,
was.
so like in a mind's eye.
So she may have actually astral projected to Bulgaria.
Okay, so then that brings me to another part of it, Zandine, what you were talking about, being able to materialize. So I could see if, like, because we're talking about energies